It is January 1st, and I'm on my way to work. It's about 7:30, and I decided that I wanted to record. I know that I look a mess, but I have bronchitis. It started, today's Monday, it started on Thursday, but really just kicked in yesterday, and the doctor's office is closed. I wanted to stay home today because I use my voice for my job, and I'm not going to be able to do very well at that, which is going to be a struggle. But it's paid holiday, and if I don't go in, I don't get the pay for it. And I just, the cost benefit outweighed the negative, I guess is the best way to put it. I washed my hair last night and went to bed with it wet, and this is what it is this morning, and I'm doing good to be out of bed, quite honestly. So today's Monday. As of Sunday evening, that is one full week without candy or sugar. There may have been sugar in some of the foods that I was eating, prepared foods. Like last night we had Stouffer's stuffed green peppers. So there probably was some in the sauce, that kind of thing. But I haven't had any candy bars, cakes, cookies, no sweets like that for a week. I've been focused on no sugar, and I've been supplementing with Chromium, and I think that has really helped to keep me from craving the sweetness, because I haven't really suffered much at all with cravings. I bought some Atkins treats that are no sugar, they have sugar alcohols, not sugar, and yeah, so they're like low carb, that kind of thing. The chocolate covered peanuts and that kind of thing. 15 almonds covered in the sugar-free chocolate is 140 calories and 12 grams of fat, I believe. So, I think I'm on my exit. Hang on. Welcome to day 2 of looking glamorous. It's the second. It's actually my husband and mine hour. It's hour. Mine and my husband's. Oh, yeah. Anyway, 19th anniversary. I just got out of the doctor's office, and I'm waiting on my prescription to be filled, and so I'm at the park, and I have found a spot of sun to wait in because it is currently -2 degrees. Feels like -9, I believe. This morning when I got up, though, it was -8 and felt like -18. So, yeah, anyway, God, I know I look awful. Yes, I did go out of the house like this. I'm actually kind of feeling better. When I got home from work last night, my husband and I had beans and cornbread, as you do on January 1st. And today's our anniversary. I'm not cooking, but it's my day off. And then I'm supposed to work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I'm off the weekend. But I weighed myself this morning. And even though I'm on, Sunday was day 7, and today's Tuesday, so day 9 of no sugar. I haven't lost any weight. In fact, I'm like 0.4 pounds up. I'm at 265.8. No. something like that. It's not very much, but it's about the same as it was the last time I weighed myself. But and you know what, I'm really okay with that. Getting through the holidays without major weight gain is okay. I struggle in the colder weather wanting to eat, and when I'm not eating sugar, I'm finding myself eating bread and things like that, which convert to sugar. I know that. I'm just trying to tackle one thing at a time, though, and right now I need to get a handle on the sugar thing. When I think I've always heard that it takes 21 times of something to make a habit. So if I can get 21 days without sugar, added, candy and cakes and things like that, then I think I'll be ready to move on to white flour. Which 21 days, that's 3 weeks. So that's quite a bit of time. But in the scheme of things, it's not. And I really, really, really want it to be a permanent change, not, once I get down to a certain level or once my blood sugar is normalized, then I can do what I want. That's not practical or good. So that's where my focus is right now. And ultimately right now, I just want to feel better. I get bronchitis 3 times a year minimum. I had it in September. I remember the first time I really remember having bronchitis, I got it in October, and I had it till February. And I made the mistake of not going to the same doctor every time I got sick. That was probably 20 years ago. And it was 20 years ago. It was right before I met my husband. And this is our 19th anniversary. So I would when I had bronchitis, I would get really sick, and then, but over-the-counter medications, when I just couldn't handle it anymore, I would go to prompt care after work or whatever, because I didn't want to take time off to go to the actual doctor, or I don't know why. Or getting into the actual doctor is a process. It can take weeks and weeks to see your primary care doctor. So I would just go to prompt care. Well, the problem with that was I would go to different prompt cares, but depending on where I was at, there was no record of how often I got bronchitis. So like last year, I decided that whenever I would get bronchitis, I was going to go to if I couldn't get into my doctor, I was going to go to the group, one of the group doctors, or a nurse practitioner, which I saw today. Really adorable lady, but she said, I just noticed in your records how often you get bronchitis. And I'm like, yes. And she said, do you still have your tonsils? And I said, yes. But this is only really a year's worth of documentation, whenever there could have been 20 years worth of documentation, and maybe there could have been something that could have been done a long time ago. I'm very concerned about getting COPD because of chronic bronchitis. And so I would suggest to anyone who's not feeling well to, if you can't get into your own doctor, go to at least a facility that the records are connected. My doctor's office, I live in a small town, doesn't have an after hours prompt care kind of thing. And so actually in the last 6 months, I think they started doing up until 6 o'clock or something like that, or walk-ins. They just started taking a walk-in kind of situation, but up till then it hadn't been. So with my office, they always block out same-day appointments for a few, across the board. Everybody has one same-day appointment that you can get into. So if you call it right when the office opens, in my case it's 7:30, you can get a same-day appointment most of the time. And so mine was with a nurse practitioner, like I said, and she was able to look at my records and see what had happened the last time when I'd had it. And she's giving me doxycycline, I think. That could be totally wrong. It's something with, I think it's something that starts with a D, and it's something that they treat with bronchitis, she said. But she's concerned about my body building up resistance to zithromycin. So I'm seeing some benefits if I get in early enough and not let it take hold, and you know, having the records connected, I'm seeing some benefits from that. So if you have something that you have, you know, that you're treating over the counter or going to prompt care for, I would recommend that you try to get into your doctor's office, if not your doctor, to their office. Anyway, so I want to talk about weight and sugar cravings and things like that real quick, because I've done some research, and if you search what am I or when I'm craving sugar, what is my body missing or something like that, there's some minerals. Chromium is the one that sticks out to the most to me, because I have experience with it being effective. There's some trace minerals that the body, I think magnesium, chromium, vanadium. I was already taking some vanadium in my multi capsule, and then magnesium as well, so I've added the chromium. So I'm not craving sugar, and one of the things I think that does help is the Atkins treats. There's no sugar in them, but they still have some kind of sweet, and I'm trying really hard to get in love with the idea of fruit. I don't really like fruit very often. Chocolate covered strawberries, but you know, if it's not chocolate, I generally just am not that interested. So I'm just trying to get in the habit of not having something sweet after my meal, or you know, fruit is sweet, have something like that. I like really ripe bananas, but those don't stay really ripe for very long. They have a habit of, you know, getting all really ripe bananas taste a little bit like sweet tarts, I think. They're firm and more tart. Anyway, that's a tangent. So yeah, hopefully my medicine will be ready here shortly, and I'll go home and take a nap. And I will, I'll check in with you. It's our anniversary, so I think we're gonna go out to eat, but we don't have any plans. We're not big gift exchangers and that kind of thing. But it's my anniversary and I don't want to cook supper, so probably just, I don't know, it could even be Steak and Shake. I don't know, that's my husband's favorite. Every time I ask him where he wants to go, Steak and Shake. So anyway, I hope 2018 is a wonderful and amazing year for you. I appreciate you joining me on my journey, and you know, my motto these days is today's a new day, and I'm not going to let my taste buds control me. And I think with the right supplements and choices, that can actually be 100% true. I think it sucks. I've started out the year with bronchitis, but I'm confident that the medication from the doctor's office is going to wipe it out, and in 10 short days I'll be back to normal, whatever normal is. I'm not very normal, just ask most people who know me. But anyway, if awkward rambling videos are something that you're interested in, I have plenty of them. Just check my channel. I appreciate you joining me today, and check back again shortly and see how the sugar ban. A coworker and I decided I was going to be a sugar Nazi at work. There's another lady who she also really is addicted to sugar like I am, and I asked her if she wanted to be sugar Nazis with me. So I was throwing things away that were left over from Christmas and, you know, that kind of stuff. But anyway, I don't know if sugar Nazi is a good thing to be, but anyway, if you don't mind the word anyway, come back again, and you know, tell me what you're doing to meet your cravings, and yeah, see y'all later. Bye. I gotta take my gloves off to turn my camera off because it's too cold. Bye.